Over the last few years, there's been lots of talk surrounding the death of console gaming. While I personally don't think that console gaming is dying, there has been many a solid argument kicking around online as to why it might be. So today we're taking a look at the top 10 reasons why console gaming is dying, maybe. Emphasizing that maybe pretty hardcore here, friends. So fret not, your PlayStation ain't going nowhere. But there's definitely some things to consider about what the future of gaming will be like, and where our favorite consoles will fit into that future. Starting off this list at number 10 is it's the golden age of PC gaming. PC gaming is booming right now. Wasn't doing too well in the 2000s, but in the 2010s it's picked up quite a bit. Back in 2014, sales from the Xbox 360 and PS3 came to a combined total of around 160 million. Now let's take a look at how many PC gamers were subscribed to League of Legends that same year. 130 million. 27 million of which played the game every single day. It's a lot of people. In total, according to JPR, Pre and DIY built computers along with their upgrades and accessories has led the market to exceed over $30 billion in 2016, and its compound annual growth rate is projected to be 6% through 2019. Up next, number 9 is better games are on PC. So this is entirely subjective here. It really comes down to your taste and what sort of games you play. But many argue that there's just better games available for PCs, or rather more diversity. Steam offers a ton of gaming options that just aren't available on consoles, providing different kinds of gaming experiences than you get from the larger blockbuster titles that consoles put out. Another argument on this front is that console games are becoming too cinematic, focusing more on cutscenes and high-end graphics rather than focusing on making fun games in general. Up next, number 8, controls matter. PCs provide superior control with mouse and keyboard control interfaces, as JPR pointed out in its report on worldwide PC gaming hardware market. While some prefer the feel of the controller, you can't deny the fact that there may be more precision that comes from using a mouse, and more capabilities that come from using a keyboard. But ultimately, this may be an argument that is a matter of preference depending on the kinds of games you're using on your system, whether it be console or PC. That being said, you can always connect your Xbox One or PS4 controller to your PC, so there's that. Up next, number 7 is mobile gaming. Let's take a step away from PCs for a sec and consider the stats from sales on mobile platforms. While mobile gaming is nothing compared to the quality we get from consoles and PCs, the quality of smartphones, especially those of Apple's, are vastly increasing. And if that isn't enough for you to buy into the idea, in 2016 it was reported by research firm Newzoo that for the first time in history, mobile game sales accounted for more revenue than console gaming sales, making up $36.9 billion. At number 6 is console regurgitation. One of the more viral arguments about the death of console gaming is that gamers will tire of having to buy a new generation console, rather than being able to have one gaming platform that holds out for the long haul. To be fair, this argument is fairly weak. There are constantly system updates to consoles, and it's not like the turnaround is as fast as Apple with their technology. But perhaps this may be more of an issue in the future depending on technological advancements and the state of certain demographics of gamers' financial incomes. Broke millennials. Up next, number 5 is 4K gaming. Most graphic cards that are capable of 4K output are currently too expensive to incorporate into the current generation of consoles. PCs, on the other hand, are way more capable. So what's the big downside to this? In terms of VR, this means by the time consoles catch up, PCs will likely have had more innovations in the years that they've been experimenting with the technology, and will be able to provide some really strong quality games in tandem with that. In our number 4 spot is graphics. Speaking of graphics, CNN pointed out a slight problem that console gaming may have to deal with in the incoming future. While players still care a lot about advancements in graphics, because of the landscape of technology we're currently working with, big leaps in graphics no longer really exist. There's still strides, but nothing monumental. Consoles prided themselves on providing quality graphics that you couldn't get anywhere else. Now that we're on a level playing field in terms of what you can get on a PC, and even what you may be able to do on your mobile in the future with more advancements like the iPhone X being developed, consoles are kinda losing one of their major selling points, and that may affect sales in the future. Up next, number 3 is the Oculus Rift. Let's take a look at one of the cooler selling points of PC gaming that's a bit ahead of its time compared to consoles on the market, the Oculus Rift. Sure, there's PSVR among other new VR advancements for consoles, but Oculus has come the farthest yet. Considering its price drop, it's becoming more feasible for gamers to afford. And as TechRadar commented, it may not be the current future of gaming, but it wouldn't be a surprise if it earned that title in the next few years to come. Up next, number 2, PCs are more versatile systems. Now before you object, think of it in the same way smartphones have taken over our technological needs. Rather than having an iPod and a phone and a laptop, or a PDA if you're from the 90s, and having all of that on the go constantly, it's been compacted into one small device. There's a lot more you can do on a PC as a whole. So in terms of an investment, if you're purchasing a PC for gaming, it's got a system that allows you to do much more than play, especially if you're an artist and you need to use other software to work or create, like Adobe. So on the financial front, it may be a better option. And finally, in our number 1 spot, dollars. Speaking of financials, let's face it, PC gaming is less expensive than console gaming right now. Perhaps not in the initial purchases though, but for the long run. One user broke down the differences in prices between prices for games for PC and for the Xbox, with the conclusion being that PC games are generally cheaper. He also broke down the hardware costs, which if you're going for all of the accessories and not just the console, the budget level PC comes to a close price as to what you'd be getting for the console and all of its toys. Ultimately, at the end of the day, depending on what kind of gaming PC you want, you could end up spending a lot more money initially on it, but when it comes to games and longevity and versatility in terms of what you're going to be using your PC for, it may be the more affordable option. There we have it. Like I said earlier, I'm a fan of console gaming, so don't get me wrong, this video isn't an argument for why PC gaming is better than console gaming. Both have their pros and their cons. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you guys would like to see more videos like this, hit those subscribe and like buttons and check out the rest of our channel. We have more gaming list vids for you guys to check out, like the top 10 future video game consoles to prepare for, or the top 10 video games that cost more than Hollywood blockbusters. But in the meantime, I've been Kelly Pally and this is Top 10 Gaming. I'll catch you guys in the next one.